There isn't a place on Earth untouched by the pollution from all this plastic.
Our coral reefs are being lost at an alarming rate. In the U.S., pollution has rendered almost half of our estuaries unfit for such basic uses as swimming and fishing.
Plastic poses a risk to human health. We're now seeing plastic in our water, our food, soil, air, and bodies.
And in fact, what experts are saying is if we continue at this pace, by 2050, there's going to be more plastic than fish in the ocean.
I know that ocean pollution has been a big problem, especially for this generation, and it's really affecting not only the ocean, but the wildlife surrounding it.
So I don't know a lot about ocean pollution other than that it's affecting a lot of things. So I know about the plastics, the difficulty of cleaning that up. I know about sewage. I know about oil spills. I know about chemical runoffs, nuclear waste. So that's really it. And I know a little bit about the causes.
Okay.
But mostly just we have a lot of plastic in the world and we don't know what to do with it.
So I have a master's degree in environmental science, so that's definitely something that's come up. So I know that we've only really been producing plastic for like the last, say, 100 years, and that this is a new thing. And because of that, the ocean doesn't take, or the plastic takes a long time to decompose. So a lot of plastic gets swept into the ocean. We're using plastic nets, which then sometimes can rip or tear or be torn away from boats, which then gets swept up and really affects the ocean wildlife.
So the worst effect of ocean pollution, what pops into my mind is the pictures of the turtles and the straws. That is, yeah. So I actually just watched the video on Friday about somebody pulling out almost a foot straw from a sea turtle's nose.
Yeah.
So the ruining of the habitats for many animals that we use for food, and just killing entire ecosystems. Because of the pollution, specifically in the oceans themselves.
Okay.
I think that the worst part of ocean pollution would be how much we take the wildlife within the ocean for granted, because if the pollution were to become even worse than it is today, we would lose countless numbers of fish species and bird species.
By an estimated 90% of seabird species, and eaten by every species of sea turtle. Even our corals are threatened.
I also know that inside of the guts of a lot of sea creatures, they do find plastic. And so there was a whale that washed up on shore that had a lot of plastic in its stomach, that it's getting inside of the creatures. They even think that the fish that we're eating that are caught in the ocean, that some of that plastic is actually getting into our food, so that we're also eating the plastic, which is not good.
I believe that a lot can be done to fix this problem. Something that we could do are clean up beach shores. We can support nonprofit organizations that do actually clean up the beaches and the ocean, and we can eliminate use of plastics and eliminate overfishing.
In class, and I think we know these things, there's the reduce, reuse, recycle. So the first two, though, are the more important ones. So I think a lot of people think if I just recycle, it's fine. but it's a lot better if we never used it in the first place. So I think your generation is doing a good job with this in terms of, I see most people have a reusable water bottle, and it's not that we're throwing away a plastic water bottle every day. But our cafeteria uses plastic forks, and so there are people that use a plastic fork one time and then throw it away. That's then another issue. So if we do switch, say, bring a metal fork to school, you just have to keep using it though, so there's that reusing. We're also, as a culture, we don't like things to look worn out even in the slightest, so we throw a lot of stuff away, where it would be better if we could repair something and then keep using it rather than make a whole new thing.
We need to rethink our use of plastics is a big thing for me. What was once super convenient and cheap, which is what's so nice about plastics, it's reusable, is now having much longer lasting effects now that they don't decompose, they don't go away, they're stuck here. So whatever plastics that we've created up to this point are going to be here for the next 1,500 to 2,000 years. When I think of what we can do is just, if you see something, pick it up, throw it away. If you are at the beach and you see plastic, pick it away. The more conscious we are as individuals, the bigger change that we can have. Even if it feels like, oh, I'm not going to be able to clean the entire ocean. You might not be able to clean the entire ocean, but you can stop things from going into the ocean.
Recycling is like trying to mop up water from an overflowing bathtub while the faucet is still running. We need to turn off the faucet and reduce the production of plastic.